Actually, no, it's not me. Across the street.
I did that. You go to the voice in the middle. Straight. I think you can. Welcome to the July 24th installment of the UIDRB. I guess we'll start by swearing in the staff, the singular staff that we're going to have. Swear from himself, you'll keep them.
I do Stephanie Benson, planning division.
Thank you very much. We'll do meeting minutes first.
I'm using a
I'll
call.
call roll. Yeah, please.
Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Sutherland,
Yes.
Ms. Parker. Yes. Mr. Weeds.
Yes.
Mr. Subler, Mr. Clancy, Mr. Maverick.
Yeah.
We do have a quorum.
The memory, minutes now. Don't, we never did the minute approval from May.
We do not have enough votes to pass.
Do we have enough tonight? Because I was not at the May meeting.
Brian, let's go ahead and make a motion and they'll do this, keep rolling it over.
Okay,
I move to approve the minutes from the 2025 meeting.
I'll second that.
There was a motion by Ms. Bunzelman, seconded by Mr. Reeves, Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Bunzelman,
Yes.
Ms. Parker. Mr. Reeves.
Abstain.
Thank you. And Mr. Mallett.
Yes.
I understand.
Missed it by one.
We did not have some votes, so Martin fails. We will carry this over to next month's meeting.
We have a motion to approve the June. We have enough. Then let's just not even waste our time.
Well, let's do the thing.
Go through the motion.
Yep. We need a-
Give me a motion.
I move to approve June 20.
I'll second that.
That was a motion by Ms. Gunzelman, seconded by Mr. Reeves, Mr. Fleming,
Abstain.
Ms. Gunzelman,
Abstain.
Ms. Parker, Mr. Reeves.
Yes.
We also do not have enough votes to pass this motion, so we will carry this over to our next meeting as well.
Yep.
Did I didn't point to that. I'm sorry.
I'm on.
Shouldn't have. You were,
the move on.
you were also on this. So, no passing minutes today. On to the minutes.
We run on the case. That brings us to COA 2500 593 2105 proposal.
Great. All right. Application COA 2500 for 2195 North High Street. The applicant is requesting to do an action on a proposed new mixed building that's part of a larger redevelopment project of both 50 West Lane Avenue and 2195 North High Street. The overall project includes demolishing the existing and providing a new home for the University Baptist Church. 837 beds of student-oriented housing between the two buildings. Ground floor retail along Lane Avenue. Indoor and outdoor amenity space in the Lane Avenue building. And then vehicular bicycle parking provided at the Lane Avenue. The portion of the project under the jurisdiction of the UIDRB is the 2195 North High Street portion, which includes demolition of the existing building on site, the Little Bar building. And then a new 9-story mixed-use building. With the University Baptist Church entering the first floor, there will be 48 units or 151 beds on floors 2 through 9. And then there will also be a third floor connector to 50 West Lane Avenue building. Submission includes existing condition photos and site plan, demolition plan, proposed site plan, elevations, building site plan, floor plans, material specifications, renderings, and contextual plans for the larger project. Materials good. Here's the site. So here we are, corner of Lane High, and this is the portion of the project that was under the jurisdiction of the UIDRB. With some existing condition photos. Show the neighborhood context. And it's the existing site plan for the Little Bar site. Over here. And then here is the demolition site plan. And then here is the proposed new section. Here's that larger site plan showing, both the building that is in IPRB and then also the larger building on the Avenue, when that has the promenade that goes from north to south. And then we have our elevations of the new building. It's the northeast elevations. And then we have the west and south elevations. You can see that right here. And then we have another section. We put up the recipient B, and then our floor plans, the third floor, mezzanine floor. And then this is a typical floor plan for the next floor. And we have a roof plan. And then again, the serial board, where they have brought the field savings to do that if you do the south work. And then we have the vendors. When this is added to the last meeting, this is already actually the Avenue side, but it's showing that when it's moved on along to that's how you build it. And then the related styles. And then we also just provided a little bit of additional portrait of the company. So we can do that. Okay. With that, this application was heard by regularly at the May and June 2025 hearing. At the May hearing, the board recommended design changes to improve the relationship between the base of the building and the tower, as well as revisions to the white sign ban element. Prior to the June meeting, the applicant made the following changes. To the north elevation, they changed the masonry detailing at the wall above the two bays of large wall openings and between the two cast stone entrance elements. They removed the cast stone bands and added the panel. Placed the raised lettering base as a half on a fence and cast stone entrance element. They modified the west entrance cast stone facade, extending across with a reveal in the stone. And then they modified the west entrance curtain wall penetration. The east elevation, they changed the masonry detailing at the wall of 3 bays of large curtain wall openings, and from the south corner to the north, cast stone entrance element. They removed the cast stone band and added the brick panel, placed the raised lettering above is enough, and the cast stone entrance element. They also added railing and sidewalk to the site plan on the south elevation. The punch window basis of design was changed from Anderson to 100 windows. The banner bracket basis of design was changed to a similar model, but this one has some door lighting. The W2 type light fixture was added to the south and west elevations. Windows and hills were added to the building sections. They put a new roof plan for provided, and then texture drawings for the 50 west elevation. At the June meeting, the applicant received comments relating to increasing the setback, provided relief at grade, and opportunities for publicly accessible open staging lanes. Since that meeting, the applicant supplemented their material with an overall site plan and rendering of the landscape promenade from North Shoreline Avenue or Northern Avenue portion of the project. Staff notes that this property was rezoned as part of zoning phase 1 and is now subject to the requirements of the urban core district, which includes a height limit of 12 stories. Or up to 16 stories with a affordability bonus. Staff notes that a certificate of appropriateness is required, meaning the proposal should be consistent with university district plan design guidelines in the context of broader policy vision established as a adopted agreement. The university district plan recommends a mixed use site, and the new buildings address the corner, include a high level of transparency on the first floor and lighted consumer confidence architecture with minimal light storage as well as public road. Plan also calls for building type and mass to be mitigated through the use of setbacks, building articulation, or architecture and materials. The proposal is generally consistent with recommendations. Additionally, the plan recommends the incorporation of landscaping, including street trees, and the creation of notable public spaces. UIDRB portion of the project does not include these elements, but they are incorporated on the Lane Avenue side by way of street trees along Norwich and a landscape promenade. The plan also recommends enhancing pedestrian orientation by reducing reliance on auto movements. The applicant is encouraged to provide additional bike parking beyond the code limit. Lastly, the University District Plan recommends preservation and rehabilitation of existing buildings that contribute to the district's diverse character. The existing building on site is potential contributors, circa 1966. As such, staff requests the applicant complete a half-site report in coordination with the plan and prior to demolition of the existing building. Such staff recommends a condition.
Thank you. The applicant is present, I see. Come on up. You just swear you in, you swear affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
Thank you. Do you have anything you'd like to add to the city's review?
Well, with, not the physical samples with others, for several you didn't show up, so that. Masonry first. The big idea. This is capstone products. It's, capstone, but they do a pretty good job with limestone, real close, examples, and a lot of them are around, the side of the mile, and they all did a nice job. It's, this is actually one of the shades that we are proposing using, so I mean, it's we think a nice job. So we've got 2 brick on the job. And what I mean by that is we're proposing this brick, which is composed of a Georgian brick and 25% of the brick above, just to kind of give it some heft, and putting this on the first floor. Kind of go with that mortar color, maybe darken it, just, give the base a little bit of a blend. And then we went with 100% of Midland Dairy Georgian brick with that mortar color. So our rendering, it's a computer problem, but this is what the actual brick would be like, and that, and have it go with so. Let's do a little bit mismatch. They sent me the profiles, unfortunately, completely opposite. So this is the big profile, which is unfortunately the lighter color, but that's the color. And then just to break up the kind of the scale of it in the massing, we decided we'd transition then to a tighter profile with a lighter color. So then that would be the dark one that they send profile, but it's the lighter color. And then the copings and everything would be white.
So, one question.
Sure.
The Comments have been made in previous meetings about wrapping the brick south. Not seeing that on the.
That it is how we submitted.
You don't do it?
So. No, we, do I want to do it? Obviously, would it be better? Yes. Are we up against, budgetary restrictions and all that kind of stuff? The adjacent building and what we think will be, and I know you're going to see it, so I'm not saying that you're not going to see it, but in the future, these buildings are going to be built to the right of way, and they're going to be built to 9 stories, 10 stories, 12 stories, or whatever, and covered. So right now, that's what we're submitting is that 4-foot return.
5 story. That's my killer pro forma.
Everything kills our pro forma right now. But I mean, I'm not gonna, I can't disagree with you.
Yeah, I mean,
Just a lower priority price point on where to spend the facade material money that we have.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you because I'm an architect,
Yeah.
and so I got the same problem, but it was asked, our purview isn't to help you make your performance, to make sure the building is appropriate. I mean, you submit it as is, but I also don't have to prove it.
Understand? Yep.
Yeah, I'm at, like, you got 4 other votes, but you were asked, other people here agree. I'm not supporting it.
Lauren?
Could we do a compromise where the brick is at least turned base level towards the inside? It's a compromise. I feel like the base level on the south elevation is somewhat, it's a very long facade.
I mean, and I understand, but Domino's is right there, 5 feet away, literally 5 feet away. And again, I'm not disagreeing that it would be better building.
Yeah.
There's nobody's going to argue that. So, So that's probably 20 feet, or 18 feet maybe.
So your south elevation is 18 feet north of that.
Oh, no, I'm saying the cornice of the Domino's Pizza was 18 feet. It's 5 feet. We are,
We're 5 feet off of there.
Personally, I'm okay now. I agree. You're not gonna see it. I'm talking about the upper.
right.
And it's roughly, by my count, we're talking about 1,500 square feet of surface. And if I generously give you a cost of $20 a square foot installed, the cost differential between the metal panel and your brick, it's $30,000.
But Keely, looking at it from the north, you still see a bunch of that thing.
You do, I think it's more about just the
Yeah,
giving a little bit of heft to the front, right? And I mean, in fairness, the sort of treatment, this kind of treatment, like 3 foot of brick, and then you see it around the city. Usually it goes from like a nicer brick to a cheaper brick. You see it in the older parts of town. And you make the argument.
And our thought process again was moving from, an EIFS or a Hardy product to the metal panel on the major faces across there. So, we've upgraded that and then obviously beefing up High Street, which, masonry all the way to the top up the center. And then the same kind of treatments, not in this application, but on our lane building, again, same kind of treatments in regards to that. And long term, Domino's to BW3 is going to go away. And, a 12 or 16 story structure will eventually end up on that. And you won't see any of this space. So again, just our thought process, not right or wrong.
right. And constructability wise, you're getting the scaffolding up and all that. And I know your metal panel guys are gonna be that, but it's a different hall with masonry.
So the metal panels, going back to that, so the white metal panel is smaller profile. Fine, it makes sense to switch to a larger profile. That all makes sense to me, but what about the metal composite panels?
Split a smaller profile.
So it's larger.
The colors are, yeah.
Opposite, but
Yeah.
So it's a larger panel. I guess why are we switching?
I think you're gonna have some bit of a difference with, to me, the 9 stories of that same shadow and everything, the shadow is gonna break it up in the difference in shadow. I think it's gonna look better. And it's not cheaper, it's not easier, I think it was truly just to break down the mass. Yeah.
Color difference doesn't have with him.
Now,
Or, like, you did dress up, change the front first floor, and that's appreciated, but the upper floors haven't changed at all. Let alone Kenny's wanting exactly the brick around the south. Like, I don't know if it's doing anything for you, but it's not a make or break thing. I'm just voicing my complaints.
so, and contextually, we have a big wall of it on the one that it's connected to. 12 stories high. And we,
So back to the metal panel, in between the windows. Let's see,
yes,
what color is that? So it match the window.
yeah, it's in it's in the material. We don't have a sample of it. Let's see, it should be, yeah, the metal composite panel there. It's a ATOS and it's a matte black. And so that's what we're shooting for. Yeah.
Match the window, yeah.
Is the darker stuff?
Yep.
But it's not bronzy, it's like a dark gray. Yeah, okay. That makes sense to me. I think from far away, it's gonna match close enough. That makes sense. I didn't want it to be like a fifth color.
Right.
And it makes sense that you're intermixing this and this, up to tie the two together.
Right.
So,
But just still give the base a little heft.
And then you consider.
yeah,
Keep the
Just
color
like-
the same.
yeah. Make it a little more. I don't know why we're doing so much shedding.
So on the elevation of the north, there it is, right there. Or maybe even, there we go, right there. Why the darker color is depicted on the rendering, why it doesn't match with your brick level, so that you're not creating that third step. Does that make sense?
To run the black all the way up to there,
Black to
I,
Or bring it right down.
the- bring it back.
Right around.
I don't want to, it doesn't look good with the brick down. I mean, And- yeah. and so, I mean, we're taking that step and, I mean, we played with it a lot. And I think we felt like that was the right, I mean, if it's part of the condition of this to get approval, to run it up 2 stories in line with the stone, we can do it. I mean, I don't, in my opinion, it won't look. It was, I mean, I don't think it's a big, it's not, to me, the color's not a big difference, it's the shadow line. And I just think it's just breaking up that mass. We studied it a bunch of different ways, whether we took it down low and had big 6 on light or whatever. I think 2/6 on that facade. And like we were trying to match it with the brick and we were faking the brick to the dark is equal, all that kind of stuff. We're just trying to, just kind of move the mass and then I don't want to confuse that element. So the element of, the element that's coming out to the street, that I think that will read as an element. And I like the way it looks as an element. And I don't think you'll read it with the back. So I don't think there's a lot of noise going on.
This is feedback shows the.
Sure.
Completely ignore the advice of the commission, print one thing over and over.
Well, I mean, we changed a lot from I mean, what was oh,
What's that you heard? When the fact is ignored, that's crazy.
but I'm sorry, what feedback? I'm just,
We give you conceptual.
sure.
Our voice.
And,
We didn't see any change.
but, I'm sorry, but what, on the feedback and the conceptual review, on the siding? Sorry, I missed that one. I thought everything was fine except for the bands and we reworked it. I'll go back in my notes. I did not pick that up.
I wanted to say thank you. From conversation that we had last meeting, in June, I was kind of hoping for a little bit of a more of a setback. Just to kind of see how that would play with, the walkability of, pedestrians on the street. And I did see that you did include that other rendering of the pathway, with that additional building that you're working on, which I think that that's beautiful. And I love that that's, the route that we're adding on for that building. With this building in particular, it looks like you had changed anything from our previous meeting.
For the setbacks? No, we did not. And again, I'll just reiterate, this is a 80 by 150 foot lot. It's 12,000 square feet. The program for the church, whether it could support a, you know, a larger thing, it's, you know, it's tough on this site. So I believe that this site lends itself, you know, lot line to lot line for that kind of urban dense that the zone in, I think, was clearly looking for. So I mean, we can, you know, obviously everybody can disagree, but yeah.
Massive historic stories, the fact that it's located, I just feel like as a board member, it is, you know, my job to make sure that I do, so that it is.
Yep.
Pedestrian focused.
No, I do not.
So staff recommended a conditional approval plans that have split for completed for the little building. Is there any thoughts on that? If that's something that support, not?
Yeah, I mean, Habs Light, you're just talking for documentation, right?
If I haven't.
It's, no, it's a little bit more extensive than that. It's, you do the historic research. I mean, you know,
It's Habs Light, it's not.
that's not the report let me just say this. Report I was sent had all the history. It was a 40-page document. So, and I understand. I understand. No, exactly. It's like, I guess our position is that that's a mass-produced plan. It has not been well maintained. And
I'm gonna give you some advice.
but we're glad to do it.
Before vote.
Right. So we're glad to do it.
Well, figure out how to get it forward. Don't care about that.
Okay.
Don't care about setbacks. I want to work on the sound.
We'll do the brick on the south.
Well,
One, still being argued.
Let's just be clear. They just have to do that as a conditional approval, because we don't have that as showing that today. So that would need to be conditional approval. Could that be a staff approval?
Yes.
Because then if you specify exactly how far you're wanting them to stay. for-
Yeah, I think
with
that
a plan setback.
it's, because all it is basically carry that over to there. Don't need that.
If you go to the plan real quick. Shoot, these are presentation plans. Or maybe the roof plan. Shoot, thought maybe I had a column line called out. But I mean, we could say the south to that first setback to the north.
Yeah. First day.
Yep.
Extend the brick south of the
That upper brick only or at the base?
Look bizarre if you do.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a bad detail not to do it all the way.
Base is concrete block, isn't it?
Yes.
No one's gonna see them. Is that alley is legitimately what, 5 feet wide?
It is 5 feet. It'll be less with paint. So, I mean,
I mean, I mean, the whole point is until a 10 to 12 south, which will happen one day, but
sure thing.
next year, 10 years from now, at least get the building over.
Sure thing. Fair enough. So it'd be at the second floor line to the 7th floor line.
So I'm willing to do. Point of this is not like sport and stuff, but like
I
you're
understand.
getting different opinions, you just gotta figure out.
Sure. I understand.
I'm good.
Okay.
It shouldn't be that hard to get a design change. Design review.
Agree.
That's my point.
Particularly what is that were mentioned before.
Or you can overwhelming concerns.
Yep.
Then do I have a motion?
I move to approve application as submitted with conditional brick being continued to the first inset on the upper level to the sixth, and a more thorough report as recommended by staff.
That's good. Motion by Ms. Bozeman, do you have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Reeves. Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Gunzelman,
Yes.
Ms. Parker,
No.
Mr. Reeves.
Yes.
And Mr. Mallon.
Yes.
Carries.
Thank you. Thank you for all your patience.
Thank you.
Somewhere in that.
Perfect. Thanks.
Anything extraordinary on set approval stuff?
Things have been very quiet. Nothing jumps out to me as. I think just a little, this last one. No, I don't think anything, that was not the one I thought it was. So. No.
Good job. Anyone willing to make a motion to approve staff appointments?
I'll make a motion to approve the staff report.
That was a motion by Mr. Mather, give me a second.
I can second that.
Seconded by Ms. Parker. Mr. Fleming,
Yes.
Ms. Sutherland,
Yes.
Ms. Parker,
Yes.
Mr. Reeves.
Yes.
And Mr. Mather.
Yes.
Motion carries. We can go ahead and adjourn. Our other application we did have ended up withdrawing with the planning coming back next month.
Oh, that was house.
With all the variances, yes. So,
432. Bad.
nice.
That's what I'm gonna think. Four-wheel drive.
Argument that we can't afford this.
I know that because like I did.
What was the first thing I was asking was,
Yes, I'm still at.
We are still.
and that was the business meeting.